Have you ever been on a boat in the middle of the sea with no dry land to be seen for miles? You can feel quite small. Have you ever been on a boat in the middle of the sea when there's been a big storm, which has made the boat bounce up and down? Now that's just scary. Today's story is about a man on a boat in a storm. If you think that's scary, then listen to what happened to poor Jonah in the middle of that great storm at sea. Andrew is telling our story today.
Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah. Arise and go to Nineveh, that great city. Tell them they are bad and they need to change and become good. Jonah was horrified. The Ninevites, they were good for nothing. God should not be forgiving that lot. So Jonah turned and went the other way. He found a ship going to Tarshish in Spain. It was as far from Nineveh as he could go. But even as the boat left the harbour, dark clouds were forming in the sky. Suddenly, this great storm broke out. The thunder clapped. The lightning cracked. The wind tore through the sails, and the waves crashed over the boat. The sailors were terrified. They prayed, and they threw everything that they were carrying into the ocean. After that didn't work, they went to find Jonah. Jonah climbed up the deck, and the storm got worse. "This is my fault," he said to them. The sailors asked him who he was. He told them that he worshipped God, the one who made the sea and the dry land. The sailors were afraid. They knew he was trying to flee from God. They threw him in, and all of a sudden the sea was calm. As he sank, a great fish swallowed him up. There in the belly of the fish, he had 3 days and 3 nights to think about how he had failed God by ignoring his instructions. When he came to his senses, he said sorry to God, and the fish vomited him onto the seashore, not far from Nineveh. This time, Jonah went to Nineveh. He cried out to the people of Nineveh that they were bad, and that God commanded them to be good. God said they would be destroyed if they did not change, and so the people of Nineveh listened to God's call, and they turned and became good. The Ninevites turned themselves around to live in God's way, just as Jonah had been turned around by the fish when he was heading in the wrong direction.
I bet you weren't expecting that. Jonah was thrown in the sea and swallowed whole by a big fish, but things worked out okay for him in the end, didn't they? What would you choose for our symbol for the Jessie tree today? A boat? A storm? Oh yes, a big fish. That makes sense. See you again soon. Goodbye.